Instagram. Hey, what's up? I'm back. I don't know if I came on here already with my new unit, but this is my new unit. Hey y'all, hey y'all. So I put a title on YouTube. I didn't put one on Instagram because I'm gonna title it after this live. But y'all, your girl is doing big things, big things. So um I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna fill y'all in on what's going on. Y'all probably like, dang, you haven't been doing a lot of content, like you kind of been MIA, but not that I have been MIA. It's only just I'm like working things out. Hello to the viewer that is watching. Um, I am I'm doing new things, but I am putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just stopping at YouTube. I am going out there to my local beauty supply store and I'm seeking employment. Why? Because I just love hair and I love everything about hair. And when I went there, the guy just told me, to bring in my resume and then we'll talk. So when I walked into the store, um, I heard a gentleman arguing with the hiring manager about the different sizes on hair care product. So I wanted to jump in so bad because y'all know I got God's chosen hair care. And so I know the behind the scenes of product development, but I'm like, man, I don't want them thinking like, okay, since she has her own business, this is probably not going to be a long-term thing. And plus, I'm like, he started saying some things that were kind of like relevant. So I'm like, let me not try to overdo him. Let me just let him handle that. And because I'm here to just try to get a job, and then I can show him what I'm about, right? But when I talked to him, like he said to expect a phone call in about a week, right? Mind you, I have no cosmetology license. And to be honest with you, the way I start talking about hair care and which I'm about to do, so y'all brace yourself because this is probably going to be like an hour and some change live video. But I am dropping nuggets on nuggets on nuggets, okay, about knowledge. Do I have my notebook out here? Look, I'm bringing out all the stocks. I'm bringing my her book. I know I had it. Hold on. Yes. Look, I'm all prepared because I said I wanted to come back on live and I wanted to show y'all my notebook of notes that I took from day one. These are all my notes that I have took from my product development, doing research. This is just written pages, right? But y'all can see how I've been writing paragraphs about. Look. I wrote about the canogen phase. I wrote about the anagen, right? I wrote about the telogen, the exogen, the white bulb and hair. My first thing, this was back in November 23rd of last year. 11/20 11/23 last year, right? 11/23. This was, what is a hair bulb? What is a white bulb on hair? What are the stages of hair care growth, right? Then I wrote down the canogen phase and everything. What is a dermopolia? The dermis, right? The hair follicles. I did measurements of my hair. Measurements of my hair, right? My hair growth, right? I did wrote down documents, see, of my hair growth and everything, right? All the herbs that I put in my hair, right? I wrote down all the herb benefits, like chamomile and stuff. Y'all can see. I wrote down all the benefits of the herbs that I put in my hair care products. So this is what I'm talking about when I say research, right? Of different different ingredients that you have in your products. When I made product, I wrote down the ingredients, right? I can't show y'all too much because this is the sauce right here, right? I wrote down, God gave me some business ideas. So this is like a whole notebook, right? And I'm still filling this up. I just kind of took a break because I got my formula, hence my oils and my hair bars, my hair butters. So I got my formula, right? So today, so when that guy was arguing about, why is the sizes, he was like, he said, this jar right here is $6.99, but you have a taller jar that's $6.99. You try to tell me these are both 6 ounces? Like he thought he was getting scammed, right? And he was like, and the guy was like, that's the manufacturer's pricing. And he was like, no, that's y'all sticker. This is the perfect opportunity for me to, again, I didn't jump in and say anything because that's not my place. And on top of that, I'm going to let he's been working there the hiring manager has been there for a minute. He's encountered stuff like that. I'm just there trying to get a job, and then I can, do my thing. But I wanted to what I could do is come on here and I could tell y'all my opinion, not my opinion, my fact on product making, right? Now, me getting a job at the Beauty Supply store is not to out the Beauty Supply store. It's not to do that. It's to, what I'm doing right here is to take God's Chosen Hair Care, not just on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. It's to take it out there where it actually matters. Not saying y'all don't matter, but I need to go further with it. A lot of people are just sticking with YouTube and Instagram, and they get frustrated because people are leaving messages, they're leaving comments, but the same people that are leaving these comments are the same ones that go into their local beauty supply store, walking in, not even knowing what to buy, and their hair looks crazy. So that's where it starts. It starts outside of social media, and it starts in the beauty supply store. So that's why I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to try and educate some people. I want to hit a lot, but some people are going to get this. Some people aren't going to get it, but I'm going to try to break it down as much as I can. And I'm going to start with the best way I know is because of my products, right? And this will be a good opportunity for me to showcase my products, hopefully in the hair store. But I want my products to be on its own separate shelf and not mixed in with the other hair care products. But these are top grade. So my products are top grade. You can see the herbs in there. Also, too, I am not promoting. This is not a sales gimmick. This is education. Okay. So that guy saying, well, this is $6.99 and this is $6.99. They're both saying they're 8 ounces, but but it's like, how is it? How are you going to charge me $6.99 for this? But this is much bigger. Like, you guys are like, why would I pay the same price for something smaller? If you downsize the product, then you need to downsize the price. No. The only thing that changed was the size of the bottle, the size of the container. The ingredients stayed the same. The label stayed the same. The production company stayed the same. Everything stayed the same. The only thing that changed was the product design, the container design. So this is $39, right? This is, y'all could clearly see the difference, right? Clearly. This is $39. This is $30. These are both 8 ounces, right? If I put them together, right? Lining them up, you can clearly see the size difference, right? This one is shorter but wider on the top versus this one is skinnier but it's fatter at the top. This one is wider because of right here, right? So when I'm done filling this one up to right here, let me show y'all one that is filled up. Because I have some 7 point. I got some 8 ounces. These are all 7.8. Did I give all my 8 ounces? Okay. When I'm done filling this up, this one's actually filled up to the top and it overflowed. But when I'm done filling this up right here, right? Still the same bottle, it's filled up. When I'm done filling it up right here, I have to continue filling this one up to right here. That takes a little bit more oil, right? Okay. That, mind you, if the beauty supply store said, okay, God's Chosen Hair Care, we want to have your products in our store. We write out a contract. They like, no, if I go to them and I say, I want to have my product in your store, they say, okay, cool. What's the price like? I'm like, we'll send you a 1,300 bulk of my hair oils and my hair butters, right? My hair bars. I want you to, the cloudy, I want you to have these cloudy bottles for $30. I want you to have our clear bottles for $39. If I give it to them, we sign out a contract, they agree with everything, and they put it in their store, and they're like, you know what? I know we signed a contract that we would have these for $30, but we're actually, since these are really natural and they have really good, nice ingredients and stuff, we're going to up this to $40, right? And we're going to up this to $45, or we're going to up this to $49 and have this at $40. If I'm getting a call saying, oh my gosh, why is your bottle so expensive and on your website it's cheaper? Like, that's crazy that, your bottles are the same sizes, but you're charging more. Like, who wants to pay $40 for 8 ounce that's or $49 for a bottle that's taller or whatever? And I'm sitting here like, wait, what? Like, they're $39, they're not $40, $49, they're not $50, they're $40. And our cloudy bottles is for $40. And they're like, well, that's not what it says in the beauty supply store. So I go down to the beauty supply store and I see that they have my prices, because the guy that changed it or the woman that changed it, they're not there that day. And I do a pop-up. Mind you, I change my hair color. I wear my mask. I look incognito. I look like a regular customer, right? I go in there and I see that they have my thing. I'm going to say, excuse me, why are these prices the way they're priced? Oh, you just have to ask the owner. We don't. I'm like, okay, well, I am the owner. And I show them everything or whatever. I'm like, where's your hiring manager at? Where's the owner at? And I pull out the contract and I call him or her up and I say, listen, I told you the pricing that I want for my products in your store. Why are you not having it that price? Oh, well, we just felt like, I don't care what you felt like. We signed a contract. So if you don't change these products back to the prices that I set, then I'm going to have to pull back from this contract. And they're like, okay, well, you're going to have to do exit. So we worked out the paperwork, right? Or so they agree to change it, but they still haven't changed it. I will cut ties. I could, for one, sue them, or I could just cut ties. Most likely I will just cut ties and I will pull all my product that they have from their store. I will pull that from their store. If they refuse to give me back my product that they have not put on the shelf, or even if they have put it on the shelf, I will pull back my product from them. If they're like, no, we can't do that, I will sue them because they're not trying to give me back my product. So you see how it's a domino effect, and there's paperwork. It's a contract involved. I can't just walk in there with God's Chosen Hair Care, put this on the shelf, or they take my product, put it on the shelf and say, okay, well, if it sells, it sells. And we'll just, what price do you think? Oh, I don't know. What price do you think? Oh, let's just say $8.99. All right, cool. No, the pricing comes from the ingredients, the bottle, how much it costs to get it. And mind you, these bottles aren't coming one by one, pimp. They're not coming one by one. They are coming in bulk. Let me show y'all. Y'all getting the tea today. Okay. See, they're coming in bulk, right? When the manufacturer, when the owner of these hair care companies are getting their products, getting their bottles, they're coming in bulk. They're not coming one by one. If they were to buy bottles one by one, it would cost them too much. This right here is like $20 for this amount, right? If I was just to buy one bottle, I can go to Walmart and buy this for $1 or 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the cost of the bottle that makes it the price. It's what's in it. It's the ingredients. It's the label. It's the design. The more fancier your bottle is, the more it's going to cost you. Okay? Now, if you have a nice, sparkly, pretty bottle, then, and it's expensive, like $20, now what you're paying for, you're still paying for the design and everything. But you're now paying for the name. If it's a well-known name, like L'Oreal. If L'Oreal was to come out with a cute bottle and it has packaging and the ingredients is not so good, it's pretty much chemically based, you're paying for the name because it's freaking L'Oreal. And you're like, oh, well, L'Oreal is everywhere, so I'm just going to go ahead and just buy it because, you know, L'Oreal is well known. Okay. Right? So, and you have to understand, the cheaper your hair care product, the more it's most likely not going to work. Okay? Now, when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, I use Garnier, right? Whole blends. The holy treasures are not holy, the honey treasures, right? And that is like, I'll pay like maybe $3 for it for the shampoo and the and well, I don't use their conditioner. I use a deep conditioner from TGIN, and that's the honey mask, and that's $17.99. I use their buttercream, that's $14.99, right? In fact, let me go ahead and get y'all. I'm sorry. I want to grab their. So I just wanted to grab this, right? Because this right here, this is their buttercream daily moisturizer, right? This one is a 12 ounce, right? This is 12 ounces, right? Okay. This is my 8 ounces, right? Clearly you can see it's bigger, right? You could clearly see it's bigger. It's the same size, except the 12 ounces bigger. This is $17.99. This is $17.99. I mean, I'm sorry, this is $14.99. This is another 12 ounce. This is their Honey Miracle Hair Mask, right? This is also 12 ounces. This one is for $17. Now, again, these are both 12 ounces. You're saying these are both 12 ounces from the same company. Why are they two different prices? Because this one is a deep conditioner, which requires more ingredients and work and everything like that, and different ingredients, versus this one is a moisturizer that has its own separate ingredients. So when it comes to this, you're now paying for the ingredients, right? Mind you, you have to keep in mind the weight. You have to keep in mind the label, right? You have to keep in mind the label, the printing, the different colors that it has on here. You also have to keep in mind when they ship these products out to Walmart, to Target, to Amazon, they're paying for shipping. They may tell you on your end that you're not paying for shipping. That's because they're paying for it. And they put the shipping price into the price that they're selling it to you for. So that's what makes it free shipping, right? For you, for a consumer. Okay. Also, too, if you were to hold this and then you were to hold my hair, now this is 8 ounces, right? This one is 8 ounces. If you were to hold this and this, they're two different weights. So when you go and you weigh it, you're paying for the weight of the product And then you're also having to pay for the box and the weight of the product that's now in the box. That's when it's all said and done. Boom. Mind you, if they have other products too, so they may add an oil in there, But say you're just paying for this separate, right? You're paying for the label, you're paying for the ingredients, you're paying for the container, you're paying for the time it took to make it, you're paying for the shipping and handling because it's all in the price. The only thing that's not included in the price is the sales tax, okay? Because you're paying for that separate, unless you're somewhere that whatever. But also they have, and then here's another secret, or here's a secret. These containers cost about $2 to $5, depends on where you're getting it from. And they are going to charge you guys, if they say they spent $5 on this, right? They're now going to charge y'all $10 because they're not looking to get their money back. They're looking to gain profit. Okay. So that's just for the bottle. You're now having to look at the ingredients. There's honey, there's shea butter, there's all types of ingredients in here. Okay? So you're having to look at that, right? There's preservative in here because this is a water-based product because the first ingredient is water. So now you're having to pay for they're having to pay for the preservative to be in here, right? Okay. Not only that, some of these products that are shipped out to these stores like Target and Walmart, my experience of working at Target, it's that sometimes these break. Now, when you buy this, though, it has a lid on here, but the lid is easy to come off. I've never seen this spill out, but it could happen. But a lot of products, this smells good. A lot of products don't have that. A lot of products don't have that little seal on there, right? So yeah, like my hair butters, we don't have a seal because it's really solid, right? Because it's a butter. So, but this is why mine, y'all probably like, okay, you got an 8-ounce. This is 35. You like, dang, okay. This one is $14.99, but yours is 8-ounce for 35. Yeah, because of the ingredients and because of mostly it's the ingredients that it costs. Because not only do I have actual mango butter, but I also have the herbs. The herbs that I have in here, it's a lot, but it's worth it because this will last you like maybe a month and some change. Like this will last you a minute, right? Plus, this is all natural. This has added oils, herbs, and hair butter, right? And yes, this is $35. But it's authentic, right? You're clearly, this, which is all. We're gonna keep this label, but we're changing this. This right here, we're gonna have this label wrap around here. So I'm in the process of changing our label. We're gonna keep this design, but I'm gonna try to keep this design and just have it like wrap around. But we want to have this. It's gonna be with a label, and we're gonna add the directions. We're gonna have the name on there. We're gonna have the directions on there, and But me adding all that is still gonna stick to 35. Like we're still gonna have it at 35. The oils are still gonna be at 30. Okay. So I say all that to say that even though these are the same sizes, they just do different things, right? This one also too, it's the ingredients. Now, mind you, they both have. I think the honey miracle mask. I think this one also has shea butter. No, this one has raw honey, olive fruit oil, jojoba seed oil, aloe. Yeah, so So they all hold their different ingredients. So that's what makes the price different, right? Um, Another thing is these are both 8 ounces, right? These are both 8 ounces, both $30. But again, clearly you can see the different sizes, right? This one is short and stout. This one is wider and a little smaller. Not, I won't say smaller. This one's smaller. This one's wider, right? They're both 8 ounces. They're both 8 ounces, but they're two different bottle types. Two different bottle types. This one's wider. This one surprisingly doesn't take a lot to fill up versus this one. Because when I fill this one up, I'm going like this and I'm packing this. This one weighs more than this one. This one is actually pretty light. This one weighs more because it's really compact. This one is really light. So that's nothing to you're paying for. So you can have the same size bottles, but because of the ingredients, it's going to weigh more, right? Not the ingredients. The ingredients, if it holds two different ingredients, you're paying for that, but also you're paying for the weight. So they're looking into how much it costs to make it, how much it costs to ship it, and the work power, the manpower, right? The what is the word I'm looking for? The labor it takes to make it. All right. So I wanted to educate you guys on that. And again, like, if you are going into the beauty supply store and you are like, oh my gosh, these products are cheap, you don't know like really what you're even searching for, because you have to get out of that poverty, low income mindset. Because if you are steady going to first of all, you're going to the beauty supply store. The beauty supply store is always going to be more expensive than a Walmart, Sally's, or Target. It's always been more expensive. Now, let me tell you something. The reason why it's expensive is because sometimes you can get better quality at a beauty supply store than you can anywhere else. Like Walmart tried to sell ponytails, it didn't work. Okay, because they were very, very cheap. Um, a beauty supply store, it gives you access to hair care products um, that you couldn't get, if you didn't have a cosmetology license. Because let me tell you something. If you were to go to Cosmoprof, their pricing is like up there because they have quality professional grade products. If your product, whether you're making it or you're buying it, if you are not buying professional grade products, it's going to be cheap. The cheaper the hair product, the more crazy your hair is going to be. I'm not saying go out there and buy the most expensive, but just be knowledgeable. Do your research. As far as when I say, a lot of people say do your research. What I mean by do your research is, okay, I go to the beauty supply store, I see this hair butter for $35, right? But then I see another hair butter for, let's just say, $10, right? This one has more ingredients and this one, is all natural, but this one is cheaper and this one pretty much has the same ingredients, but I do see some alcohol in there. I do see some dimethicone and stuff in there and some silicone, but at least it's cheaper, so I'm just going to take this one. You buy what you get. And then you're going to bash it and be like, yeah, I'll just leave it up to whoever wants to buy that most expensive. They can just go ahead and buy it. Let me tell you something. The person that's going to buy it is going to actually get better results than someone that's buying a cheap hair care product. But not all expensive products work. And there's some cheap products that do work. Okay. For example, I use, let me go grab it. I use this Hollywood Beauty castor oil with mink oil, right? I used to buy the bigger jars, but they stopped selling them. I don't know why. I think you can get them on their website, but these are now the 1 ounces for $2. This has ingredients of petroleum, castor oil, and jojoba oil and different type of oil, right? But their first ingredient is petroleum, right? Petroleum isn't that good for your hair. However, using this, my edges have been, I was using this and I think I was just using this in water when I first went natural. When I was, I did my big chop and everything. I think I was using this and just water to moisturize. I can't remember though. I think there was something else that I was using. I just can't remember what it was. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just this and Pro Style gel that I used to twist my hair. I didn't know nothing about moisture and all the other stuff. I just used this and the Pro Style gel. I'll put the Pro Style gel on my hair first, and then I'll put this on top, right? So it could stick. Okay. This was growing my hair. My hair was growing. But like, let me just stick to one thing. So I was using this, and it was, helping my hair grow. Okay. Fast forward to now. This has really helped my edges to grow. Mind you, this has petroleum. This is $2. When I bought the bigger bottles, they were like $3 to $5, right? But this is a cheap product, but it works, right? I also use the tea tree oil from that company for my scalp. It's $2. Now they do have the big one for $8, but it works. And it's not just 100% tea tree oil. It's tea tree oil and something else. But again, it works. And I know it works because my hair is growing. My hair is thriving, And the problems that I used to have, since I added that in my regimen, my hair is not giving me those problems. So I could tell it works. Okay. But if I was just to go to Target, you can find the tea tree oil from Hollywood Beauty for like $2.99. But again, it works. I use the jojoba oil. That is like when I before I was using that, right? And when my hair was falling out in clumps, I started using that with the coconut oil, olive oil, and it really helped my hair to not fall out in clumps. However, I stopped using it because I have my own hair oil that I use that has herbs in there and that have, either almond oil or olive oil for my pre-poo. Since I switched to this, not because it's my own brand, but because of the ingredients, my hair has been thriving, right? Because this is not an oil for quick hair growth and for quick whatever. This is for hair health. All the ingredients in here promotes hair growth, right? So it promotes hair growth and promotes hair health. They all have good benefits for your hair. Breakage, split ends, a prevention of premature graying, just to name a few. I don't want to get caught up in it, but just to name a few, right? Going back to my notebook, y'all seen in the beginning of this live, I wrote down the different factors and what each ingredient that I put in my oils, what they do, right? I wrote it down. So calomel does this, horsetail does that, butterfly pea flower does that. That's why when I hear about people bashing herbs and hair oil, I'm baffled. Because if you look up the benefits of olive oil outside of cooking with it, you'll see the benefits for your skin, for your hair, for your nails. Like, they promote, the same people that tell you not to use oils are the same people that use oils to pre-poo your hair. They tell you not to use conditioner, which you shouldn't. They say don't use conditioners because conditioners that's not good, but use oils. You can't get around that. What oil are you going to use outside of olive oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil? What are you going to use? What you use gasoline? You're going to use mineral oil, petroleum oil. You're going to go to the olive oil. You're going to go to jojoba oil. You are going to go to coconut oil. And that's another thing. People, stop saying coconut oil is bad. I've all my ingredients have coconut oil. Well, some of these don't have coconut, but some of these do though. And since I mix a little bit of coconut oil in this, my hair has been cool. People be bashing coconut oil and really don't know what they talking about. They don't really know what they talking about. Like, coconut oil is not bad for your hair. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you're using it. You know, if all you do is forever put coconut oil in your hair, your hair needs more than just your hair just needs more than one ingredient. Your hair needs a team, right? That's like you when you're at work, or you when you take care of the kids and you're the only one doing it, you gonna get tired, right? You're having to watch the kids, take them to school, pick them up, wash the dishes, clean the house, do laundry, go to work, do your hair, do their hair. Like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a team, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. So, and two, going back to I also want to show you guys this. Like, if I was just to buy this by itself, like this, I think this, for these packets that I've used already, this cost me like $16.99, right? Just for that bowl. But what I was gonna say was, I've used this in my hair, and it has. And now I only use this for my edges. I don't put this in my hair strands anymore because I use my hair butter. I use either my herbal cocoa bar, or I use my smoky campfire for the moisture retention, and then I use the Genesis Herbal Garden, the coconut butter on my ends for length retention. I cannot wait to show y'all. It's probably going to be in October, which we're pretty much already walking into September. So almost like a month. In a month, I'm going to show you guys how my hair is. I have not blow dried my hair in like 2 to 3 months. Okay. My hair has gotten so much length. It's crazy. It's not even crazy because I'm using God's chosen products. Down to the shampoo, which is store-bought, down to the moisturizer, which is store-bought, and down to the deep conditioner, which is store-bought. And mind you, I'm mixing these store-bought with homemade bought, and my hair is thriving. Okay. I only show you guys the pre-poo of my hair because I don't want to give away too much, because the length is just, it's like, you guys are going to see it. And I cannot wait to show y'all. So this is why I want to come on live to, tell y'all about, when you're going into the beauty supply store, don't argue with the people in there. They can't control the pricing, and they're not there to hear. If you really want to, like, get your voice out there and your concern out there, listen, these products that you're buying from, they have their name. Can't really say that because it's small, but they have their name, and they have their name and their phone number sometimes, or their website. If you look, they have it on there. Right? So you can go to www.hollywoodbeautyproducts.com, and you can get their number and call customer service. Call and put not a request, but call and tell them your concerns about, how the pricing, like, where does the pricing come from? But I'm telling y'all this because I started making my products this year, so I can give y'all the behind the scenes. I mean, that's really what it is. There, I spent $16.99 for these, but I'm charging $35 because it's the price that I paid for the actual bottle itself in bulk, and then the ingredients it takes to put in there, the time it took to make it, to package it, to make it, to package it, to label it, to ship it off, all that, right? That all goes in there. It's all a factor in there. But I don't charge y'all $16.99 just for one. Like, no, I'm charging y'all half that. So most likely $8. You know what I'm saying? Just for the bottle itself is $8. Mind you, I give out free samples, which I don't have the sample size, but it's 5 ounces. So if you want to get and you want to just try it, we give you a free PR package. You can. I'm now promoting it to where you can get a free a 5 ounce hair bar, and I'll even drop one of these oils in there, for free, for our PR package. If you wanna try out God's chosen hair care, you know what I'm saying. So I'm going beyond YouTube because a lot of people are like, oh, the natural hair community. And I'm stepping forth let me just say this for the record. I'm stepping forth on behalf of the natural hair community. I don't care about me wearing a wig. I don't care about none of that. Like, let's be real. A lot of you natural hair community people are wearing braids and stuff like that. Okay. Even if you're not a part of and first of all, the natural hair community is there's no such thing. Like, okay. Like, the only reason why where that name came from is because a lot of people were boycotting store-bought products. And it worked because a lot of these store-bought products are now switching over to natural ingredients. Mind you, a lot of these store-bought products, I love TGIN. I love them. I rep them. Obviously, I use them. But thank God it's natural. The only thing that's natural in their products is the oils that they have in here and the shea butter. Everything else is chemically based. So they're not 100% natural, but they do use some natural products. But I love them. I love the butter and I love the deep conditioner. That's and it's just this. It's just what I show y'all. I haven't tried any other products. I just tried these. And these are the ones that work for me because I have my other products my other staple products that I use. So I'm not like a rep for TGIN because I'm a rep for God's chosen, period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stepping forth on behalf of the natural hair community because everybody's bashing the natural hair community, but like it's not anyone that is making products from their house. It's not anyone that is promoting natural hair. There's people saying there's no such thing as natural hair. Natural hair is hair that has not been flat ironed, that has not been permed, that has not been colored. That's its natural state. Yes, you can blow it out, but that's because it's easier to braid, it's easier to style, and it's easier to, do whatever style or whatever they want to do, right? And to see your length. Right? You would never know your length unless you were to blow out your hair because straight hair, when it's wet, that's how they determine their length. That's also how they cut their hair versus African American. Our hair, we can tell when our hair is by the length of the hair. Can I just say this right now, just for the record? If I was to blow dry my hair or flat iron my hair, this is how long my hair would be. My hair went from touching right here to now it could be right here. Now, of course, the back. Hold on. Of course, the back is a little shorter because it's kind of like a bob type thing, shorter in the back, longer in the front type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how accurate the back would be. But on this side, yeah, because I did a horrific cut. But on average, this is how long my hair would be. Minus the bangs. The bangs would be like right here. So this is how long my hair would be if I was to flat iron my hair. Just thinking like how my hair. This is how long my hair would be, right? So and this is pretty long. This is pretty long, right? This is pretty long. You know what I'm saying? So but I don't know. And who knows? It may be this long. I mean, I'm not tripping if it's this long. I mean, this is a good length. This is cute. But anyways, so yeah, like that's just what I want to come and talk to y'all about. Don't get mad at the people in the beauty supply store that are selling these products. These people, like for me, like I put in my resume today, mind you, I did not fill out an application. He just said to come turn in your resume, and I did. And when I turned in my resume, I happened to walk in at God's timing and heard that customer. I wanted to jump in so bad and be like, I know what you're saying, because I used to say the same thing too until I actually put my money where my mouth is and started making my own products. I'm telling you, when you start taking your mouth off of people and you go out there and you start making your own hair care products, or you go out there and you start working at McDonald's, you start seeing where they're coming from. Because if he worked there, and somebody was coming up to him blaming him for the price, he gonna be like, what you want me to do? I can't change these prices or I'm gonna get fired. You want me to get fired? Well, why would you want to work somewhere where they ripping people off? But they're not. You just think that in life things should get handed to you on a cheap value. If you're constantly buying cheap stuff, that shows how much you value yourself. You want cheap stuff, but on a high level quality? No. You're wanting your cake and you want to eat it too, plus you want to sell it to get your money back. No. You want to have your cake that's whole, plus you want a side of cake that you can eat, and then you want to be able to say, oh, I don't like that cake, it tastes nasty, I want my money back. While you have the same cake over here that you're trying to keep because it really did taste good, you just want to have it all. And you can't. The world does not revolve around you. I'm going to keep it 100. The world does not revolve around you. In life, if you are arguing over a $7 anything, you're tripping. And then you guys or y'all females be talking about how y'all single, ready to mingle, and God gonna hook you up. God is gonna hook you, and you wonder why you keep getting with people that are below average, and you want somebody to treat you right. You don't even treat you right. You over here buying the cheapest thing, and you complain about eating McDonald's. Oh, I can't eat McDonald's, it's bad for you. But yet you're using chemically based products that are just as bad for you, if not worse. That doesn't make any sense. You rather go for the cheapest thing. And let me tell you something. The cheaper your product, the cheaper the product that you're buying, the more chemically based it's going to be. Because anything that has natural products in it is going to be expensive. Hands down. All my product makers that make natural hair care products will tell you. You don't believe me? Go on Amazon. Go look up their hair butters. Go look up, for example, Better Shea butter. Look at how much it costs for an 8 ounce. I challenge everybody to go on Amazon, buy an 8 ounce Better Shea butter, 8 ounce for $13, $15, depending on which butter you get. Go on YouTube, look how to melt it in your pot. Go to the store, your local Target or your Walmart or wherever. Go buy some herbs that you think would be best in your hair. Look them up, right? Look them up. And if you don't feel like they're going to be good for your hair, you can always drink them. Go to the store, buy some herbs, melt the butter, open the tea bag, pour it in the oil that's melted, right? Put it into a different container, right? Put it in once it cools down, because it's going to be, don't heat the oil up too hot, right? After the butter melts, put your herbs in there. Take the herbs out of the container, out of the pot that you heated it up in, right? First, you're going to have it in a measuring cup, right? You're going to put the butter in the measuring cup, right? But let me walk y'all through it because I want to make sure y'all understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give y'all the jug because I'm making a point. Okay, so y'all gonna order y'all 8 ounces. Y'all gonna order y'all 8 ounces from the store, better shade. Y'all gonna take it out the package. Y'all gonna have a block of the butter. You're gonna cut the butter of whatever amount you want. Try a little bit, whatever. You're going to put that block in your measuring cup. You're going to double boil it because you don't want no water getting in there because it could damage the product. So you're gonna get your pot, fill it up with water. Let the water boil. You could even use a water kettle. Let the water get a little warm. You're gonna set your measuring cup in the pot, right? Set it in the pot. You're gonna let the butter melt. Once the butter has melted, you're going to then put your herbs in there while it's melting, right? While it's melting, put your herbs in there. Open the tea bag. Get your box of herbs. You can buy it at Walmart or Target, whatever you want. Put your herbs in there. Tea. It's gonna be the tea bags, right? Open it up. Put your tea in there. Put your herbs in there. It's all melted. Cool. You're gonna stir it up. Cool. You're gonna smell it. All right. Once you do that, you want to pour it into a container like this. Pour it in there. You're gonna pour it in there. Let it cool down a little bit. Then you're gonna, of course, without the top, you're gonna pour it in there, right? Then you're gonna put it in the freezer for about 10 seconds. Let it get a little solid on the top, not too much. You need a hand mixer, right? You need a hand mixer. You're gonna in the little pot, right? Right? You could start off by putting it in a little glass container. That's how I started. You just put it in a little glass container like this. Boom, you got yourself a hair butter. When you leave it overnight, it's gonna get solid, right? It's gonna be solid like this. Again, you want to do the double boiler method, just like how you made it. But except when you have your little glass jar, you're going to, or if you want to leave it in here, that's fine. You're gonna take your pot of water, let it warm up, put that in there, but you don't want to use plastic though because it may melt. And then you don't want the water too hot, and then you're just gonna loosen up not too much because you don't want it to go to that liquid oil. Just gonna melt it just a little bit, and you're gonna start using it. The whole point I was going with that, I want you to look at the pricing. I want you to look at the time and the preparation. And then you're going to see. And you just made a product right there. You ask yourself at that point, what would you sell that product for? Oh, I'll sell it for $5. Really? After you bought the butter for $15? For $13? You're going to sell it for $5? Plus you're selling it less than what you bought the butter and the herbs for. And the time it took you to make that. You're charging your worth. That's why my products are above 20. The only product that I have right now that is below 30 is my 7.8 ounces of hair oil that I'm no longer going to be having in stock after I sell out of it. So it's up to you. Not every cheap product is worth buying. Not every expensive product is worth buying. That's why being knowledgeable of your hair porosity and knowledgeable of the ingredients is key. It's key. Because these hair care products, I've talked about it when I first made God Chosen Hair Care on Instagram and YouTube. I talked about how they can bamboozle a lot of you consumers because y'all don't know behind the scenes of product making. Y'all think it's easy. Y'all think these people are making up prices. Mind you, let me tell you something. you can make anything whatever price you want. But you have to understand this. The cheaper you make your product and you put your time, your energy, your money into producing that product to benefit somebody else's life, how much would you worth that? If you're trying to make a business, you cannot survive off of $5 products. And you're spending over 100 just to make it. If you are making products like this that is natural ingredients, if you were to get water in here, your product is damaged. Your product is damaged. And you're this you're gonna charge $5 for this. For this, you'll charge $5. I don't think so. Everything will change. Your whole mindset, your whole thought pattern will change when you start making products, when you start doing your research. People take thrift store, Walmart based clothes and they go and redesign it with their own stuff and charge $20 for a shirt, $35 for a jacket, but they only spent $10, $15, or $20 on it. Why would they do that? Because it's about profit. They're trying to start a business. Have y'all not realized that gas prices is going up, starting to come down? Gas prices have gone up. Baby formula is now going up, or it's empty on the shelves. Okay. Like, going to school, they're like slowly starting to lower the prices because no one is wanting to go to school right now. Why? Because everybody can really stay at home and get paid for it. Now, there are a lot of these government, whatever, it's requiring people to get a job. Yeah, if you've been on low income for, 8 years, yeah, they're going to make you try to get a job. They're going to make you get a job. They're going to lower your cash aid, your benefits. They're going to start stalling your benefits, or they're going to just cut off your benefits. Okay? So they're going to make you get off your butt and go get a job. Period. Let me ask y'all this. When you want to go work somewhere, are you telling them, oh, I want you to pay me the lowest rate? No. If I was to tell somebody I will pay you $5 an hour, you're going to be like, I'm worth more than that. But you're sitting there arguing about a $7 product. That's crazy. You want to get paid like $30 an hour, but yet you go to your local store and want to buy the cheapest. Let's just get out of hair care. You buy the cheapest meat. You buy the cheapest food product. You buy the cheapest clothes, the cheapest shoes. If you're on a budget, cool. Cool. You're on a budget. But how long are you going to have that mentality of budget? I said it in my previous lives. It's about valuing yourself. If you're constantly going to the clearance rack when you could go afford the clothes in front of the store, what you going to do? You're going to still shop at the clearance department when you walked in there with $200? Now, if it's your last, okay. But I wouldn't even walk in the store with $200 if it's going to be my last. Like, I'll probably walk in with maybe 100, but not 200. I'll most likely just walk in with $50. Okay. All right. I probably wouldn't even be at the store because food is way more important unless you're trying to get a job and whatever. But you have to upgrade. That's the problem. You need to upgrade yourself. You cannot be the same year after year after year after year, and you're calling yourself God-fearing. God does not keep his people broke and begging. God said that he is going to prosper his people. We are the lenders, not the borrowers. Okay, we are the head and not the tail. Okay, God does not have his people broke and struggling. No. Like, it's not, there's no problem with trying to save money. But if you are always on that budget, low income, poverty, I'm never going to make it, I'm always going to be broke, I want a handout type mindset, you will forever be stuck there, and you'll forever be blaming the devil when it's not him, it's you. Because you won't get up and do what you need to do to better yourself. You won't get up and do what you need to do to prosper. You won't. You know what I'm saying? It's all about leveling up. You cannot say you're booked and busy and you're going for the cheapest things. You can't say you slayed and you got your hair laid, but you going for the cheapest things out there. You can't say you the baddest, but you over there buying the cheapest thing. Like, it's just, and you know your pocket. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what you can afford and what you can't, and what you settling for. What you settling for? Why settle? Like, I could have settled where I'm at in my life with my job that I'm at, but I'm like, for what? I could have settled with having, messed up teeth or whatever, but I'm like, no, I'm going to invest in myself. First started with the wigs. No, I'm sorry. First, I started with allowing God to clean me up from the inside, which he's still doing. It's an everyday work, it's an everyday process. It would never end. Cleaning me up from the inside, upgrading my look from wearing my twists that I always would wear to these now colorful wigs, going back to being colorful and bright like I always, getting my nails done, okay, buying fake lashes, getting my teeth done. Now, when it comes to lashes, it's the same thing. You go into Walmart and you see the same company, and they got one lash for $14.99. That's the magnet, and then you got the glue lashes, and you like, well, these are the same sizes, same everything. Why are they so expensive? Why is this one more expensive than this one? I'm just gonna buy the cheap one, because the glue-based lashes is going to cause more damage to your eye than the magnetic. I glued my lashes together. I pulled my lashes out because of the glue. I've got bumps on my eyelids because of the lashes. I don't know if it was from the magnet or if it was from the glue, but I do know I'm going to go back to, I know I'm done with the glue. Like, I'm done with the glue lashes. Mind you, have you noticed that the lashes that require glue are much cheaper? I'm talking like I'm talking about $7 to $8 more cheaper. It's $6.99 for the glue type lashes, and it's $15 for the magnetic. Why? Because magnetics are better. Because all you do is just put that liquid eyeliner that is a magnetic glue as well, and you just put your lashes on. It's not as harmful as the glue. But at the same time, anything that you're putting on your eye, on anything you're putting on your body or in your body has to adjust to that. If your body is not used to that, your body is either going to accept it or it's going to reject it. If your body rejects it, it's going to either come out with a rash, your hair is going to fall out, you're going to have internal problems. Like if you get implants, you're going to have internal problems in your body. It's the same thing, right? If you were to put a wig on your hair and it's synthetic and your hair is not okay with it, your edges are going to come out. You're going to have a rash. It's going to be itchy. It's going to feel bad. So it's the same thing, yo. It's the same thing, And so this is where learning your body comes in. And a lot of YouTubers say that you need to learn your body. But if you don't learn your body by realizing, okay, I use this, write down every new product that you bought. And then when you start using it, they say, oh, you got to give it 6 months. You really don't have to give it 6 months. Your body would instantly, like if you were to eat something that's old, you think it's going to take a year for your body to recognize that food was old and you need to stop eating it? No. Your body they call it the stomach bug for 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you're going to feel that thing. You either going to have diarrhea or you're going to be vomiting. You're definitely going to feel a body change. When I ate store-bought pasta that I made, my body instantly went into me being constipated. I know that's TMI, but that's real. That's real. Okay, it didn't take long. So I stopped eating store-bought pasta. So it's the same thing, y'all. Like, you just have to realize that it's all about your self-worth and how much do you value yourself. You know, um, product making, owning your own business is not easy. It's not easy. Um, People want to complain about the pricing, but okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. People want to complain about the pricing, but if you're so done with these high prices, come out with your own product. Why don't you? I ain't got time for that. Then don't put your mouth on someone that took the time out to make a product, whether it was cheap or not. If you're not going to make a change in that area, you have no room to speak on it, because don't nobody care or ask for your opinion. Period. And the reason why you don't want to take the time out to go and make those products is because you don't want to be ridiculed, because you may have to make your product expensive. If I told you, what are you really good at? You said you're good at car washing, car detailing. I tell you to come do that for my car, but I'm only going to pay you $5. You going to say absolutely not. I'm going to say, why not? Why you got to be so expensive? Like, I paid, like, come on. You going to say absolutely not, because the work that I have to do, the supplies that I have to get, it's the same thing, yo. It's the same thing. Everything in life is not cheap, bro. It's not cheap. If somebody was to ask you, how much do you think you worth? You going to say $5? I'm going to say I'm priceless. I'm priceless. You can't put a price on me, because I'm the king's kid. I'm a heavenly kid. I'm a kingdom kid. I cost more than diamonds, a pound of whatever, a ton of diamonds. I cost more than that. I'm priceless. Can't nobody do me. Can't nobody do it like me. Can't nobody replace me. Can't nobody replace me. Because when I put my name on something, I dominate. I dominate. I dominate. I stand out. It's hard to find somebody. I'm talking about me. It's hard to find somebody like me. If you're like that, and everywhere you work or everywhere you step your foot at, and you put that work in and you put that knowledge on them, and they like, dang, they can't step to you. They can't say you about nothing. Not saying you know it all, but you put that work in. You do what you got to do to gain that information. You're not a headache to any company, to any relationship. You are an asset. You're not a liability. You're a necessity. We need you. You need to be that type of person that if you work at a company or you have a business, if you ain't doing it, I don't want nobody else doing it. Because can't nobody do it like you. And y'all need to understand that. And all my YouTubers, product makers, or whatever, that's especially, I'm talking to all my YouTubers at this point that are sitting back on YouTube, calling it a day, making content after content after content. Let me tell y'all something. Don't just make YouTube because you got monetized. Don't just use YouTube as your job. No. You always need to have more than one stream of income. period. YouTube, their algorithm is changing. Y'all say all the time. You guys are having to tell people, subscribe, like, subscribe, like. I barely do that. Why? Because you watch and you watch. If you don't, you don't. But when my name gets out there, people are going to see all the videos that I've ever made, and they're going to go back and be like, dang, she said this. Dang, she said that. I really don't care about the views. Because at the end of the day, when I go out there, outside of social media, I tell them about my social media, and then they come and they watch. They come and they subscribe. They follow on Instagram. The people that I'm called to, the people that are called to me, the people that are attracted to me are going to come to my page without me having to beg them to subscribe and like. I'm not saying y'all doing that, but if you're finding yourself having to do that with every single video, you're trying to get, everybody wants to get YouTube famous. Everybody wants to be monetized by social media. That's not doing nothing. God forbid, if you were to lose your phone, you have no job at that point, because you get your checks by making videos. It's popping right now to get paid from YouTube and everything like that, but it's not going to be popping maybe next year. It's getting saturated because everybody wants to be viral, but ain't nobody talking about nothing. Everybody is making YouTube videos about, oh, I watched this person and they said this and that, and they're doing it. They're making their content based off the next person's content. They don't have their own content. That's why I don't come on here. I come on here, but I don't come on here like that. I used to come on here like that and talk about my product and all that, but I kind of stopped doing that because it just became a never-ending cycle. I'm a human being. I'm not a robot. I'm trying to sell to actual people that actually want to have a change in their hair care. I'm not selling to a screen. I'm not telling y'all about my oils so y'all can just put y'all opinion. I'm not showing y'all my different wig colors so y'all can tell me y'all opinion. I don't care. If you guys want to talk about how it doesn't look like my natural hair, it looks like a wig, I need to go somewhere, I need to get canceled. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to impress people that do like the color of my wig. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's nice. But when I snatch this off, I want to know your opinion about my actual hair. What you think about my this ain't got nothing to do with God's chosen hair care. This is just a cute little fun wig that I have. When I snatch this off, the proof is in my actual hair, not in a wig. Even though God's chosen hair care is going to expand in wig making and colorful wigs. So when I have a colorful wig on like this, and then I'm rocking it, and I'm like, yeah, God's chosen hair care, we made this. Then I'm gonna be like, how y'all like this? How y'all feeling this? Y'all feeling this? Then I'm gonna care about, well, it looks a little stiff, or oh no, it's really cute. I like how it changes colors and stuff like that. And what are y'all gonna ask me? Is it synthetic or is it human? The quality. Unless y'all should be asking me about the quality, not the quantity. If you're finding yourself always having to ask about the quantity, you're doing it, you're hustling backwards. You need to ask about the quality. Because I could tell you all day, oh, this is going to be a $40 wig, and then you get it and it's shedding a lot. It's fading out, like y'all. But I've been on here for 1 hour and 14 minutes. Listen, I can go on and on and on. But I know y'all get it. Y'all get it. I can literally go on and on and on. I love hair. I love afro hair. For all my cosmetologists, for all my people that felt bad because you didn't go to cosmetology school and you feel like you have to have a license to get hired at a beauty supply store, let me tell you something, you don't. Let me tell you how to sell yourself. Knowledge. If you gotta walk in there, which I didn't, I forgot I should have brought it in, but really I didn't need it, glory be to God. But if you can walk in there with your notebook, I'm not saying after this live you get on YouTube. I mean, you can. You go do research on the different, do your research on hair, how the growing process works, the different stages, the white bulb, shedding, hair fall. Like, do your research. Um, all my herbalists, all my people that love herbs, get this book, right? Take that to the interview. Show them how, let me tell you something. You doing your research. You doing your hours of research, right? You doing your hours of research. You testing. You comparing products. Like, but this is for the people that actually love doing hair, not for the people that just want to do it for a check. Because let me tell you something. The more knowledgeable you are in hair, the more they're going to pay you more. And the proof is in the pudding. Because customers are going to ask you questions that you need to know how to answer. And if you don't know how to answer, they're going to catch you in your lie. And they're going to probably know more than what you claim you know. And they're going to put you in your place real quick. So you need to know what you talk about. Not just what you feel. Because a lot of these customers that walk up in these beauty supply stores are low-key cosmetologists. Okay? But I could talk all day with a cosmetologist. And it's not like because I want to challenge what they think. No. But cosmetology school, cosmetology school is nails, massage therapy, all that. When it comes to the hairstyling part, they don't teach you afro hair. They don't. They only teach you straight hair and how to cut and how to color. That's another thing too. I have not trimmed my hair in about 2 to 3 months as well. So not only have I, but it's only, well, I'm no longer cutting my hair. But as far as blow drying my hair, I'm only not blow drying my hair in the summer months because it's too hot. I'm doing it in the winter months. So y'all would see the process. So right now y'all see me not blow drying my hair. But when we get into the winter months, y'all will see. And the proof is in the pudding. I have no problem coming on here showing y'all, okay, this is what my hair looks like. And we gonna see if my hair is damaged or not. Period. So, I mean, when I come on here and I show y'all how I pre-poo my hair, y'all could see. Next time, I moisturized my hair yesterday. The next time I'm going to come on live, I'm going to try to come on live next Tuesday for my wash day, and I'll show y'all how I pre-poo my hair. For all the newcomers, all the oldies, y'all know how we get down with the pre-poo. But for anyone that's new on my, on my page, I'm going to show y'all how I do it. So I'm going to let y'all go. I took up an hour of y'all time. But DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. Send me a message on YouTube if you have any questions. Email me at lowercase, even though we don't do lowercase, godschosenhaircare. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's our soon-to-be website. godschosenhaircare at yahoo.com. Send me an email if you have any questions. And or if you want a PR package, a free PR package with our hair oils and butters, just let me know. Send me an email if you're on YouTube here, or send me a DM if you're on Instagram. Again, the email is godschosenhaircare at yahoo.com. So send me an email if you want to get in touch with me. My Etsy shop is still on vacation mode. I'm not opening up because we're switching everything over to Shopify. And hopefully by the time I get over to Shopify, we're going to have our new product label and our new design. Everything is upgrading with God's Chosen Hair Care. I am aiming towards salons as well. So I got in not in touch, but I also met another person that has she does lashes, and she does like clearing up dark marks and stuff like that, and she's wanting I want to do business with her, and we're talking about she was offering that she can put God's Children hair care in her store. So I haven't inquired about that, but I do want to go and get her services done first to kind of build that relationship, and then we can talk about God's Children hair care. Because for me, I don't want to just rush into a salon or rush into somebody else's business. I want them to personally use my products first. And so when a customer asks them, well, how do you like using it? Or do you use it? They can say yes or no. And if they say no, then most likely someone's not going to want to buy it. But if they hear them say yes, I like it because this and that, because I personally use it, and this is how long I've been using it, then that would make the customer want to use it. So, like me, I want to promote my girl's lash, but like I said, I want to go there and stuff like that. And the day I go there and everything, I want to come on live and let y'all know where she's located. She's located in Davis, California, though. So if you're in the Yolo County, Sacramento County, even Solano County, I will put more information down on where she's located. Y'all can go check her out. But until then, y'all, I'm going to try to post some content. If not, I will see y'all next Tuesday. Y'all be blessed and don't argue and value. Get a relationship with God, speak with God, pray, talk with him, you know what I'm saying? And start looking at yourself and looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? I love me. And I want to do more for myself. I want to get out of this poverty mindset because I love myself too much to settle and do that. And everything about how you look at life and how you look at yourself and how you want people to treat you is going to be totally different. So I love y'all. I will talk with y'all soon, and y'all be blessed and have a blessed day. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye, Instagram.